What's the craziest thing you guys have ever done?
I like cheated on my boyfriend last week and he doesn't know.
Really?
You know Jack? Who's Jack? Your ex-boyfriend.
You know this is like on camera.
Her boyfriend's been like talking to me for the past like a few weeks.
Hers?
Her ex. They broke up like a month ago, but they're been still talking.
What's the hardest thing a guy can do?
I'm not really into nice guys because I like boys, so I can't really think of anything nice that they can do.
My lucky day, hell yeah. I'm just joking. All right, and what's the worst thing a guy can do?
I guess be nice.
Be nice.
Because sometimes if you're too nice, it gives like, ugh, it's like the ick.
Really?
You know? Because it's like, why are you so nice?
You like when guys like degrade you type shit? Is that what you like?
Not degrade me, but like, you know.
Only like to know, single men, why you don't pursue anymore.
Wondering why no guy ever asks for my number when I go to the bar.
No.
Hey, so what's up? Are y'all together? Are y'all together? Yes. Oh, this is live. No, we're not.
We're not.
I never go to the damn bar.
You're killing people. No, I'm killing boys. Boys are just placeholders. They come and they go.
This is so humiliating!
I don't know if anyone else is like this, but one thing that really makes me angry is being ignored. Like, you can be busy. You don't always have to talk to me, but tell me that, and we're all good. Something about the fact that they're literally looking at your text and just not replying just doesn't sit right with me.
Quick, you're losing a lot of blood. What's your type?
Oh, you know, tall, usually emotionally unavailable, kind of nerdy, a gamer. Your blood type?
I am absolutely convinced that men don't actually want relationships. Like, men want their lives as is. They want to go about their day exactly as it is, do whatever they would normally do, and just want somebody there when it's convenient for them, or, you know, for the things they want to do. Like, convince me I'm wrong.
I'm currently single. I've only been in one relationship and it was 3 years long.
How long have you been single?
About a year.
Any dates since your last appearance on the show?
No.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Let me wingman for you.
I would love that.
I got you.
Do you?
Destiny?
Yeah.
I've been trying to,
What's the success on that? Do we have a date planned?
I can arrange.
Okay.
Are you down for Destiny?
I honestly have more sex chemistry with this wife.
Okay, this is strictly for the dudes. I just want y'all to know, like, I pride myself on being very independent. Like, I don't need anything from anybody. Like, I got this. So with that being said, if you see me at the gas station and you are interested in talking to me, maybe asking me for my number, the first thing you need to do is offer to pump this gas. Not pay for it, but pump it. Don't come over there talking to me while I'm putting in my PIN number, opening up the cap to my gas tank, grabbing the nozzle and pumping the gas, and think I'm about to sit here and have a whole conversation with you. And you haven't even offered to pump the gas for me. Like, what?
He was the nicest boyfriend that I've ever had. Like, to date, he was such a sweet, kind-hearted boy and just cared about me so much. And the reason that we broke up is I literally sat down one day just sitting in my room and I was like, wow, I don't actually like this kid. I just like how much he likes me. Oh. I don't actually like him. I just like that he likes me so much.
That's fucking bird.
One thing about me is if you're gonna start acting nonchalant, I'm gonna start acting not your bitch.
Okay, but actually to reinforce your delusions, I was once ghosted by a man that I really liked, only for him to tell me 9 months later that he was actually really in love with me. It freaked him out. He didn't know what to do, and therefore he just decided to never speak to me again. I hope that helps.
Gotcha, bitch!
Oh, and let's not forget how Chad and Tyrone play the game. They keep women in their back pockets, ready to swoop in whenever their main baddies aren't texting back. It's a classic move when the hot girls are Mia. These guys turn to their backup plan. And here's the kicker if he ghosted you. It's probably because he found someone hotter. Once that new fling fizzles out, he's back to feeding you lines and reeling you in like a pro. If he truly cared, he wouldn't have dropped off the face of the earth. It's not like he's trapped in some Narnia-like portal or lost in the wilderness on a quest for magical creatures. No, these Western women are so desperate to believe the fairy tale that a top 10% man wants to settle down with them. They're convinced they've beaten out all the other bed wenches and finally got a player to commit. They'd rather cling to this delusion and find out the hard way than face the truth. The reality? They're holding out for a player until their 40s, while a genuine guy who's ready to invest in a real relationship is waiting right there. It's like they're hoping for a miracle instead of making a smart choice and building something solid with someone who actually wants them. But nope, it's easier to live in denial, waiting for the player who's never going to settle down. Rather than accepting a genuine offer from a guy who's ready to commit now. That's the fantasy they're chasing, and unfortunately, it's one that usually ends in disappointment.
I promise to always be by your side. Or on top of you. Or under you. No matter what.
Big fact about me. If loved correctly, I will do more gagging than nagging.
Men don't always reject you or ghost you just because they're not interested in you. And this is why I always say dating is not black and white. I was just meditating and I wanted to actually know, why have I not reconnected with this person yet that I'm actually genuinely into? And the answer that I got was because they're not at the same frequency as you. Like, my frequency is up here, this person's frequency is way down here. Now, my intuition or higher self, whatever you want to call it when you're meditating, said you're just a very happy person. They said, we just think of you as generally a happy person. You find the good in everything, even if you're going through a shitty situation. And this person, unfortunately, does not. And they are going through some of their own things right now that have nothing to do with you. Now, you do have to somewhat follow the spiritual community manifestation in order to understand what I'm saying. But again, this is why I always say dating is not black and white, because it's just not. The other answer that I got was, Brie, you are a very intense person. You are so confident that it can be overwhelming for some people. Now, if you're like me, you know what kind of woman you are, you know exactly what it is you want, you have boundaries, but you can also flip out on a man if he's not showing up that way, or you can just ignore them, whichever. I've done both. That can be very intense for a man that doesn't know who he is, that's not, hasn't figured out where he wants to go in life or who he is or who he wants to spend the rest of his life with. That can be really uncomfortable for some people. So again, I know that it could be so easy for your ego to say, oh, that person just was not interested in you. It's not always the reason. This is why I want you to get into meditation, so you can ask your higher self these questions like I do, instead of just chalking it up to one thing.
Alright, buckle up, because this story is a real roller coaster. So this alpha guy goes and inspires her to write a breakup anthem like she's the next Taylor Swift. Only problem, she never even got to meet him. Talk about a plot twist. Meanwhile, she's off swapping spit with some other Hollywood celeb before she's even met the guy who made her pen those sad lyrics. Classic case of bad timing, right? She leaves for a trip and poof. Someone else snatches up her chance. Women be swapping guys like they're changing outfits, always looking for the next best thing. Here's the inside scoop: a woman wants to hang out with a guy in the afternoon, but he's stuck grinding away, making sure the bills get paid. So, what does she do? She says, "See ya," and moves on to Mr. Retired rich guy who's got so much free time he probably knows what's on Netflix better than his own calendar. It's like she's swapping a hard-working guy for a dude who's basically living a permanent vacation. Women love to sample the local flavors, especially when they're globetrotting. It's like a buffet, but instead of food, it's men from around the world.
Please, I'm sorry, I don't know. You're just like his pear. She has this commanding influence over... Please, do you believe in juju?
You've heard of Elf on a Shelf. Now get ready for... I'm not gonna say it.
Well, first date in Chicago, and I got stood up. I still have not heard from this man. We were supposed to meet at 7 p.m. Dinner. He picked the place, he picked the time. We confirmed it yesterday. Still have not heard from him. I got there at 7:02, and I waited till 7:20. I didn't leave till 7:20. Just didn't show. Just did not show up. This is my first date of the year, y'all. Is this what Chicago dating is like? You're just not gonna show up? Did you get in a car accident? Are you dead? I was really excited to dip my toe back into the dating pool, but now I'm like, I'm done. This was a Michelin star restaurant, and when I walked in, I didn't hear from him. I was like, oh, I'm walking in, I'm here. No answer. I said his name at the receptionist. They're like, oh, we don't have anyone by that name. This is not a place you walk into. If you don't have a reservation, we're not getting a table. I should have known. I was really excited. Like, I posted a video before this, like, going on a date tonight. Oh, this is so embarrassing. Stood up. Stood up. Chicago men,
Please do better.
All right, let's dive into this mess. So this woman decides that the first date should be at a Michelin star restaurant, you know? The kind where the food costs more than your car payment. Why? Because she's clearly one of those high-maintenance career types who thinks she's too good for anything less than a 5-star experience. Seriously, she's treating this date like it's her wedding anniversary or something. But here's the thing, Michelin star spots are for major milestones. Not for a first date with someone you barely know. It's like choosing to go all out on a first date without even knowing if you two click. Why would anyone spend that kind of money when they don't even know if there's any real spark? It's like throwing your cash into a high-stakes poker game and hoping for the best. Spoiler, most people don't hit the jackpot on the first try. And if this guy is a high-value man who can easily drop thousands in one night, you better believe he's looking for the top pick. And that's not a woman who's trying to get him to be her personal ATM right away. Nope. He's looking for someone who's genuinely attractive and has something real to offer. So she's playing these fancy games and is shocked when she gets ghosted. Newsflash, high-value men aren't interested in post-war divas who think they're entitled to the best of everything. They're with younger, more vibrant women who actually know how to connect on a real level. It's like she's auditioning for a role she's not even close to fitting. If you want to snag a top-tier guy, you need to be more than just flashy, you need to have real value in the end. If she keeps up with this look at me, I'm fancy act, she might just find herself alone, wondering why no one's picking up the tab. So here's a tip, stop playing these games and focus on genuine connections. Because a Michelin star dinner won't save you if there's no real chemistry.
If you're scrolling right now and you see me, just say hi. You don't have to follow me, you don't have to like the post, but if you just say hi to me, it'll make my day better.
Did you know you can tell how much a woman likes you just by her feet? Like, for example, if they're behind her ears, she really likes you.
I was ghosted and it sucked. I matched with this guy on Hinge. We hit it off and we had great conversation. We started texting, lots of like shared interests. The conversation flowed well. He said many nice things that got me hooked. And basically I had to go home, so I didn't get to meet up with him. I went home and we continued talking, which got me more invested. Stupid. And then we made plans to meet up when I got back. I told my parents about him. Stupid. I told friends about him. And I just was in it. I was in it. I got back and he ghosted me. We never met up. And this isn't a crazy ghosting story. It's about the fact that like being ghosted just sucks. It feels shitty and you never know what's going on in someone else's life. It could have been me. It could have not been me. However, I do believe it takes 2 minutes out of your day to send a text message. This actually happened a few months ago. I'm good now, but I wrote a song about it and I think it's a fucking good song. It's called Ghost and it's out now.
If she's been around the world and back, your idea of a trip might as well be a visit to the corner store. Unless you're packing serious cash like, I've got my own private island kind of cash, your little getaway won't even make her bat an eye. She'll be thinking, oh, how quaint. And looking for something more exciting. If you don't meet her solo travel standards, she's off searching for a man who can give her that jaw-dropping, I've never seen this before kind of experience. So here's a reality check if your idea of impressing her is a cozy weekend trip to the beach, and she's already clocked miles in Bali, Paris, and who knows where else. Don't be surprised if she's more impressed by her own Instagram feed than your grand plans. It's like bringing a hot dog to a gourmet dinner. She's been there, done that, and is looking for the next level of experience. If you're not offering top-tier excitement, you're just another blip in her travel diary. In the end, if you're not bringing something extraordinary to the table, she'll just keep flipping through her options.
You can kiss her, you can hug her, you can tell her that you love her. But your bitch ain't your bitch, bro. That is not your girl, bro. Cause I can guarantee you 100%, I guarantee it, that she is texting another nigga. She got time for another nigga. So why she ain't texting you? Why she not calling you? Your bitch ain't your bitch, bro.
3 ways to make a woman happy: hear her out, take her out, and eat her out.
Crazy about that too. Do you not think that affects someone mentally? As much as we put into this.
All right, buckle up. This story is like watching a soap opera unfold in real time. So this alpha dude ghosted her faster than a bad sequel at the box office. 1 minute he's there. The next he's disappeared into thin air without a whisper of explanation. It's like he hit the eject button on their date faster than you can say dumped, and here's the kicker, these young thoughts are already falling apart before they've even hit 30. Imagine 60 more years of this kind of drama. The real kicker? Men are starting to ghost them so much, it's practically a new Olympic sport. Let's break it down. She wants to hang out in the afternoon, but he's grinding away, working hard to pay those bills. So she decides to upgrade to Mr. Retired Rich Guy who's got all the time in the world and probably spends his days binge-watching Netflix. It's like she's swapping a hard-working dude for a guy who's living the high life with zero responsibilities. Women be sampling men like they're at an all-you-can-eat buffet, always looking for the next best thing. If she's been around the world, your idea of a trip is basically a trip to the local grocery store. Been there, done that, got the fridge magnet. So here's the reality check. If your grand plan is a cozy weekend getaway and she's already been to every corner of the globe, don't be shocked if she's more impressed by her own travel diary than your efforts. It's like bringing a hot dog to a Michelin-starred restaurant. She's been there, done that, and wants the top-shelf experience. If you're not bringing something extraordinary to the table, you're just another footnote in her travelogue. Grizzle, grizzle, basil, baby. And remember, if you want to impress her, make sure you're bringing more to the table than just a dinner reservation. Otherwise, you're just another face in the crowd. As always, wishing you tremendous success. Now, it's your turn. What do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching.